when I was living, I have this Aliou, this guy, si koñ bi la nekka. One time was more into this IT thing. Aliou. So I go, boy, man maa ngi dem up country. Yow wam nga nekka fii nga manage internet cafe bi. But xam nga rek comme I'm not gonna say Gambians, but some people like my buy ko stuff bi. Instead of the internet mu generate pour even fay end of month fee boobu comme internet fee bi.
Right.
It was funny. Every time no like dafa off no clients ni no ni and me paying using the little salary I was having from the NVT when you get radio comes to all of me how do you call it sir. It's let's say salary like bu ma doon si foofu noonu may jël noonu pour fay internet. Back then I think the internet was 1,500.
Oh.
Yeah. But then more I realized I have to take out 1,500 from my own salary pour fay internet boo xam ne it's not generating income pour mu fayal boppam sax.
Hello to all our beautiful followers, subscribers. This is Lura, the ultimate boss in the building. Today, I'm so glad to have this beautiful person in the building with me here. It's the expression to have the exclusive SD story with me. You know, I'm the first person to have him on a podcast. You know, I'm so glad to share his story with me. Like, it's a pleasure for me having SD here in the building. SD, ñu ñaa jaajëfal ci ultimate podcast bi. You know, it's a honor for me to have you here. Like, ñu bari dañ la dee dégga, you know, dañ dee gis sa job bi online, you know, dañ dee gis, you know, jomali, but most of the people, you know, outside there, they don't even know the fees. Hamuñ kan moo nekk behind the magic of those graphics, those designs, those, you know, pictures yu nga xamante ne ñu ngi glow all over. You know, def nga xale yu jigéen yi Gambia yéen ñu rafet boy. ñëpp ñu nekk queen boy.
Then yaa ngaa rafet nag dama just, you know, reveal the hidden beauty.
The hidden beauty.
So obviously.
Yeah, mashallah, ñu la wax ne jaajëf si podcast bi nuyu la sa fan si nga wax gaay ne kan mooy SD ñu door waxtaan bi.
Assalamu alaikum to each and everyone out there. You nekk di seetaan Ultimate Ruler Records and all that. My name is Ibrahim laa tudda Cheikh Ibra FAAL, but commonly known as XD now. And a long story la rek, but dañ ko jéem a gàttal rek. So maa ngi dëkk Serekunda Lonong Corner to be more specific. Wow.
Yeah, mashallah. SD like suñu waxee SD like sa childhood time, sa childhood bringings, lan lañ si mën a lii nii lan lañ si mën a jàngat comme like ban school nga dem si sa childhood time.
Waaw lu ma mën a fàtte naa nursery school. I think sama nursery school wa Brigade nursery school around Lonong Corner, but clear information nekku fa, but lu gën a leer si man mooy I go through Bakote Annex foofu laa defee suma primary school bi from Bakote Annex ñu dem Bakote Upper ba grade 9 sort of, then ma transfer to Kotu Munazamat foofu laa cité to my grade 10. So bu ma cité ay fàttali man yàlla anyway. Then bu ma cité laa ñëw SOS xaman may na foofu laa jekkale grade 10 11 ak 12. So that's my school
like journey
bi noonu for my year.
Yeah, like léegi nañ waxtaanee like sa time in ndaw, like most of the time dañ dee gis most of these creative people, most of these intelligent people, like pour ñu nekk dara si society bi, comme like a person like you are a role model to many now. Many people want to be like SD. Like suñ mu ne gestu si sa time xale, what was your more engaged into, like your hobbies? What were the activities that you were more, you know, kind of sort of engaged to lu make lo SD mu nekk SD tey, you know?
Well, a lot of people will say ne comme man suma time xale dama like on football la ni, but dëgga I think I'm one of those people ñoo xam ne I have nothing to do with football. Munuma football and do not play football. Maybe let's say it's because of the environment for because we have a lot of stars. Suma koñ Lonong Corner player footballer yu bari ñoo fa jógee, you know.
Right.
So man suma maasi ñun signed on. We did not sign. amutoon on spot. So ma feel ne I wasn't even fit. Xam nga rek because of ñoo nekk ci bench. So I didn't have that memory boo xam ne nga wax ne that star one time, you know. I was always the last people that they call. So you know those stress yooyu noonu soo mu taxoon sax ma step back from football because damay am that discourage ne anytime I am si field even su ma tegee ak boy the same amount man duñ la dee pitch full match du ma laal so understand. So no more taxoon like ma football. Then I grew up with that concept ne okay football is not for me, so participate too much in football. Then indoors laa dee gën a nekk. So su ma nekkee indoors what I mostly activities mooy comme seetaan animation cartoons yi. yaa ngi understand. So those were the things I grew up with. Xam nga especially ak school tamit. So those what I even engage into. Xam nga then ma start art lu mel ni comme ay drawing nii. di jéem a ut skills like talented skill xam nga understand nga so. I def art and craft yi ni di draw yi ni that was my hobby though.
Yeah, okay. Léegi sa time in school suñ la mënee laajte like what was the passion like what was the future for you like xam nga most of the time suñ dee dem school man suma time in school days like suma power daf ma daan wan ne I want you to be a doctor I want you to be like dama bëgg nga nekk a doctor So what was the dream for you inside time in school? Because most of you soon generation like you them 2000 school to 1990 schools you body then am passion then am a dream but later on dream do they there because doko de muna passion fini. Now what was the dream inside the time bottom them school?
Yeah, so you grow up, you have a lot of dreams, a lot of ambition. Later it fade away as you're growing up, because nobody named Jar. So when I can remember fully, there was a time where I have this passion, I want to become a lawyer, sort of, So no matter how some of them say art stream be, I wanted to be a lawyer, law. Though it was fascinating with the idea of a lawyer. I'm like, funny lawyer, so funny kid, like, big time, come you untouchable. So we want to feel that. We want to have that feeling that, okay, we want to be at a place where you'll be respected by all, honored by all, and loved by all. So that's the concept, lawyer could give me that. But as I was growing up and things fade, I'm going to blow. I didn't see myself in that direction. So I switched a little bit. Okay, you know what? The world is changing. Technology is a new era. You know what I'm saying? Back then, computers are just a problem. You don't have PC come now, while a tablet, while a mobile phone. I 3310 was the best mobile time. Yeah, you understand? So technology was approaching fast, with the idea of AI, So back then I was like, boy, I'm going to try Lenin. I'm going to try to do a computer. So when I was school, there was nothing to do, especially so you had to get to have those period of time, but there was nothing to do. I was like, Buguma talk idle. So I can remember I'm on a time where I'm like 2000 and I'm talking about 2008, 9, or 2000, let's say 2009.
Yeah.
There was nothing for me to do. So when the Buguma talk here, just do that. Let me just go out. So I reached out to some of my friends, especially one of my friends named Cherno Dako. They Ghanaian anyway. When I reached out to him, he was like, "Yo, I know this guy. They need an employee, but they have a job offer again. Bama connect la." So he made that connection for me. Tiana Indian la. So I started working their internet cafe. So that's where all this idea comes from. Now I started them troubleshooting, understanding how to go around with computers, do gafi gain with the help of the internet too. Because my kid, unfortunately, I didn't even have a computer. The majai fit like I know. Dig it fit. I know that but after I'm going, I buy hell the hall. I'm a quick learner. I know it can be done. Then I'm pretty sure that I can do it too. Unless
Mashallah, yeah.
But if I see it like you don't need to tell me A or B. Just let me just see you.
Like you just like me.
Yeah, let me just see you doing it.
That's the way I learn addicting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm like, hey, if someone can do it, if this person out there is doing it, then no one stop from doing it. The same brain the same head figurehead So what is stopping me from doing it? So that's the passion that keep driving me. So no love at them after just focus more on the computer area. They def repairing ITB for my course, them GTTI, GTMI, for anyway. Unfortunately I didn't go to university. But I know another story.
Yeah, let's talk about the computer itself. Like, like, balanga them that job offer. Like, were you into any computer classes or any computer course? Like, danga them fresh to that place where like come, fofu nga jangate, hanga am na place am ne nga dem ñu jël la liggéey, ñu la train, be pare ñu la jangal.
Well, blama even start that internet cafe thing. I can say that. SOS computer class, I think it's only grade 10 I attended computer class. It was one day Mr. Kai was our great our computer teacher back then, Mr. Kai. So he asked me to, because I was trying to assist somebody help because of my question, but how naka ngani defeni. So I turned the hanga momu turn accidental ñu dajé mu gis né ma ngi wax ko so mi ne ma can you leave the class. So and I'm like hanga neka bad boy ni right time school. So when I do my class, because I was trying to help somebody and I felt okay, So no matter how deal my class. So since grade 10, La miss computer class 11, 12. I didn't even attend any computer class. So I just dropped out. I didn't drop out, but I just stopped going to computer classes. But when I high school, this opportunity arrived. Just that, I'm like, okay, I can do it. Madam for it. I didn't attend any other workshop. I didn't go any other training or any other thing.
Yeah. So like the journey to your graphic design and as a Photoshop crap. Let's talk about that, because hanga come most of the time before photography you first venture into graphic designing because momola de jo fit pour nga muna ale bro li mo ngay muna defar pitch muna retouch hara ma jëna bagage. Let's go to the journey to your graphic designing. Like naka nga duggé ci graphic designing?
Well, graphic be like this guy that I mentioned, kuma introduced like Iniani, Moy Cherno Dako, Nemsi Yala si Faganyu Leg. He was doing graphic because mom boko na mom school time back at Opa. Yeah, I think we book a class. We in the same class for a grade, being a grade. Like after, I don't know, we separate or something happened. He moved to something. So I saw this happening with him. He was doing this graphic thing. I can say he's one of those people that inspire me. Okay, fine. That's where I have the inspiration, right? I said, okay, I can do this thing. So because I was also having access to the internet, because I was working at the internet cafe back then. So I started to do one or two things online with Photocrop.
Photocrop, yeah.
It wasn't even Photoshop. It was just Photocrop. Then, all that back then, Adobe Light comes, Adobe something, the new version, I forget, Adobe Premiere, Adobe Photoshop 1 point something, I don't know. It's an old one.
1.0.
Yeah, something
1.0.
So I started with those ones. Then after, for a while, must stop. I'm like, this is not a future because there is nobody paying or there is nobody who will do this. They don't even know this back then. Photoshop, nobody does that. Understand? Then that's how I just packed Photoshop for a while. Then Madam what cost me, because in my mind I was like, dude, if you can do all of this computer repairing, computer troubleshooting and all of this, you need at least a paper, to certificate yourself or to prove to people that you are satisfied to do this work. You understand? You're qualified. Okay, let me just go 1 or 2 years course me with GTTI, then from GTTI to GTTMI. The time I came back to the internet cafe, or I wanted to come back to the internet cafe, and that was around 2011-12. Understand? 11-12, yeah. In my mind, my dad came on board and was like, okay, you already them got school and I'm got certificate and all of these things. Why not nga start Saboba? And my dad, I can still remember, he's one of those people that helped me, like begging my help. Even though he's old, but still now he's helping me. It might not be physical, but even saying like a word of encouragement, like no help us him. So he actually gave me a lot of amount back then, because come on, 2011-12, not you had 10,000, a lot of hard stuff. You understand? So he gave me this, and I used that money to establish a small internet cafe at my home currently. It was 6 computers, 3 this side, at one main server, where I send code with Media at a time. So I was doing that. And now, come on, imagine like, after 3 years of going to internet cafe, nanga ibisa boss, and sa youth, sa brothers, sa boys, sa me. It's a thing that is
motivating,
nice.
Inspiring.
Yeah, it's really inspiring. It's inspiring. So I
like
feel
once that time, my father look on man small boy Paco. So I mean internet cafe. The mother is a best friend.
I'm telling you, what happened? That isn't that boss. So that's how it happened. But realize that back then I wasn't even doing Photoshop because I was just focused on the internet cafe till around
2013-14. Because after body with 2013-14 years, internet dafa business bi dafa let them down. Business.
So before the business go down, this is what happened. I have this NVT, National Volunteer Teachers, where how do you call it? This VISCO program. So this NVT is like within the country, National Volunteer Teachers. Those that graduate and have this experience in certain areas. They are enrolled. So to know lab work on. Luckily, because of this IT experience, like so I was enrolled. So when I enrolled, I have to go to the up countries to do classes or teaching over there.
Okay.
So I've been to Wasu. That was around September around September 2012. Time of television, guy television. It was just concrete hair honga. My tele from this.
Feka time ñu ko don den ko grade ni pour ko defalat.
Boy, actually it was a lot of us. We spent almost 9 hours. To get to Sirikunda feed Dembe was no, Aguma was we stopped at Janjambore because I want to cross. So we spent like 9 hours because you need to get Birkama around 2. You need Aga like 11, 12 Suguri. So we have to sleep at Region 5, Fufun and Fanan. So we were at Region 5 by 1 week. Principal when you want to fat and then you fata. So we were just there for 1 week with that see Region 5, my see 10 quarters here, you know. Well, we spent almost our budget. Come nun dinchon put some age for your settle. We almost spent it there because 1 week. Imagine you feed yourself, you everything yourself. So we were there 1 week. But fortunately, luckily, after we realized no munyo mujel you del what was so I was there teaching for a year. Medina Senior Secondary School. So I was teaching IT basically and helping the administrative works here, you know. Then from there, after a year, with the help of with my IT expert, because back then 2013, everybody was with laptop, antivirus, virus, computer. So these teachers is in new way, then they help guy with their machine because I know how to troubleshoot, clean your computer. Even if your flash drive have an issue, hidden files, you know, I know how to hide it and fix it. So they were impressed because most of them, when they have that kind of trouble, then they want to ask my flash be But then Ibrahim Dugasina, he said, I can fix it. Everything, hey, let them wash it. So you have people coming all the way from Makati coming to Wasu to meet me. So Nola guy, that's how the name also spread. So my name got to reach to places, even to regional office, Region 5, Buneka, Janjambore. So their directors at Nufa, their staff start to hear about me. So they were impressed. This guy, so this teachers, monitors, more closer monitors. My those that went to school to check whether your lesson plan, your scheme of work is intact. You know, all of those closer monitors in them. They have this small gadget laptop buga they're given by the Ministry of Education. So soon you I'm trouble with it. I'm like, yo, let me check it, and I fix it for them. So they become very close. They become friends. So my name was spread. So that's how it happened. So 2014, sorry, 2013, you know, to 2014, the principal of Amitage, Mr. Keita, came to the Region 5, the farmer being a workshop sort of. So my bunwade after year then what a new install new them. So Principal Muri Kresma, he will really love to have me on board. And they were like, okay, fine, if you wish that. Luckily, what happened was a miscommunication. The board of directors of Region 5 needed me in the Region 5 to work the regional office. But because the board of director was not there, the director was not there, Alpha was in Combo attending a meeting. So principal saw that the opportunity like Mugrapma. So it was like two people or two heads were kind of need this individual. So Nola guy, luckily Nola me Amitage, and when he came by, they was FAAL me Amitage. They call me FAAL, by the way. FAAL me Amitage. So that's how I also get to meet a lot of students, a lot of people now. So most of my students, when they see me, I'm not even open, they be like master. You know, I love that feeling, master. So I get to Amitage too. You know, with the experience that I have, I try to upgrade things that I meet on the ground. Always, that's what I do. From my understanding as a state Benila, then I see how best I can change it, how best I can improve the system, how best I can adjust it. So that's what I always do. So when I made Makati, like Amitage, I wasn't a class teacher. I was taken to the administrative side. You know, I was with the same office with the secretary. So I was actually handling their data and their administrative affairs, like when it comes to their filings, academic files.
Come I feel like nasa journey be it's like every step body le daf dey ubi wat benen knowledge space of knowledge. So da nga wara am pour dem research because lolu daf la dey challenge. Because in any sector bo dem dafa nduru like yang don fa e-computer yang don jema repair e-computer di defar antivirus di repair e-flash drive legi ñu la handle e-files which is a whole different sector and whole different knowledge from where you stepping from. And like yang don def hardware legi mu la wane comme like the file management te da nga wara am pour upgrade sa bopa da nga wara fasting da nga wara dem pour dem learn then you come you deliver.
So no exactly. That's how it is. It's always a challenge for me. But book more easy. I don't want cheap things. Book more easy. I want it. I feel like okay, I want to earn that. So even when I get to that area, to that administrative department, but I was like, okay, this is new. So how will they know that I am fit here? How will they appreciate me here? That always come to my mind.
Yeah, that's the challenge.
So like, I have to go back self-taught, seeing internet bank for all of this filing, and I can proudly say, I install a system, but they're still using it. The remove a Bible. If you go to Armitage right now and you ask for your files, they will just go to their system and they will type your name, and your files and records will be there. They can upgrade to that, of course, because they are gonna 3 to 4 years. No, the 2017 Alphabet. So they can upgrade to that, but I know I installed that system there. Unless if they feel okay, it's no more valid, they drop it. But I believe it is still there because what I did was like there was a time I introduced this idea. They need to do their records, online records. When you travel, you make a diaspora, or you make a fee. After 10 years, they come back and they wanna look for Ultimate or Roller. Lamoisa file name. You have to go back to the cupboard. Turn page by page. That's hectic for the secretary or for me. So what I told the principal was like back then, I'm like, hey, you know what? What if we can have a dated banking where all of the student academic file reports can be stored? So whenever you need Mr. Keita or Mr. Sanyang or somebody,
you just type it
and it appears and all the record is there. And he was really impressed with that and said, okay, how can we do it? I'm not good, and I admit my flaws too. I'm not good in this area because I'm not a data managing. But I know people back in here Silicon. So okay, you never know. You research. We found a guy who charged them $30,000 for that installment. So back then the school, Armitage feeding is our number one problem. You realize that to spend $30,000 just for data entry, it might be a challenge time. So they kind of deviate from the idea, kind of dodge. You understand? But man, I don't take no for an answer. Man, if I get that, put you have to bro. Man, okay, we're not gonna go with the data bookie negative purpose. But I will find a way, boy. It's still gonna be data, and it will still store information. What I did, boy, the best tools that you have. Oh, the tools that you have are your best friends.
Best friends, yeah.
Of course, man. We're using Microsoft Word. I'm gonna try and do something with Microsoft Word. First, it was Access. Access is mainly meant for data, but I wasn't good with Access. But you know what? I can still do with Microsoft Word. So, when I decide, then I realized, okay, you can have Microsoft Word. Copy paste all the filing, encrypt by having access like password. Then you can manually input all of these data by column C, one by one. It was hard though, but it's better than going through the pages. So we did that and it went fine. So we start to collect data from 1960, 1980 something. We started putting bena. I didn't like that job. To be honest, I didn't like the job. Man book halar. At first I was let's do it. It never work. Bena 2 years and you paneko. That was the mindset. But then when you have to do it one by one, I realized, hey bro, this is not an easy job. Boy, after it was so hard, but alhamdulillah, I've been to, I won't forget to mention, been to Camara, she was the secretary there. She did a marvelous job. She's like the best woman ever you can meet on that ground. Like, she really, really, really helped on that.
Wow, that's amazing, man. Like, that is so, like, comme lolu, improvement la si that sector and that department, like that school. Amite, like, comme hanga nyata nit ñoo jaar Amite.
Yeah.
Like that is it's a big congrats to you guys, man, bro.
Yeah, for real. Some of them don't know this. Like, this is what happened. Even right now, you can go and ask for a transcript. It is there in the system. But somebody started it. Somebody come up with the idea. So anyway, I'm not claiming any credit because of it's a collective thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a help of.
But the ideas comes from you. The idea comes from you.
Of course.
Comes from you.
So that's it. But one thing strike me when I could imitate, every human being. There was a day man wants to field, opposite school be field with us. So I was a day on the skill. Then I have this, life check. I was like, okay, is my life gonna be like this? I'm young. Back then I was like 20 something. I'm young. I'm still in the up country. Is my life gonna base here? So next when I magla 50 something or 40 something, then I wanna come and settle here. It's a good idea. My talk today was not much challenge. It was just school activities, journey. And I feel that, okay, conquer that domain being. There was no way pushing forward.
because after dang they block do because yow sa mind bi daf dey open in a way ne like comme yow comme foo nekkoon dang day gis ne yow man sa mindset bi ak loo bëgg a def is like is fii dafa tuuti jeexal nga amuloo dara loo fee def
so ma ne I'm leaving dama delluwaat Serekunda. That was around 2016. I made up my mind. So dama ñëwaat Serekunda mooy combo fii nii we call here combo anyway. So to more specific combo. Because combo dafa conceal a lot of.
si nga delluwaat combo.
Yeah, combo because the way combo like dafa contain a lot of regions here. Serekunda Banjul yooyu dañ koy ooyee combo. So when you say Serekunda is being specific to Serekunda rek. So when you say combo it's like coming back to this area. Ma ne okay. I'm gonna come back to combo, but coming back to combo, I have one thing to be sure, yeah. So neke up country, let's say like Makati. So for neke let's say 100. So you you are 50. Half of that. It's like sometimes it's a do better. It's like here is way ahead of there.
Yeah, man.
Maybe guys never made it for me saying this, but that's how it looks like.
Yeah.
Development is centered here. It's one centered nigga did leave it right now.
Not my reality is.
It's not decentralized. It's
just the same thing I was talking to my cousin brother, like that was back in the days, like 2 years back. Manekone like you have a brilliant like mindset. Yanga janga before am nga knowledge bunga xamantene ni man feel like ne fo neka fofu non is not the place. It's like you're wasting. Come like yange waste.
For real.
Dange waste, Like let's continue.
Yeah. So decentralize it will help a lot of people. So that I guess that this migration from rural area to the common area, urban area, you understand it. So if we have different sectors from different countries, different apartments, different places, it helps. And soon the routes, mashallah, they're working on it. It helps for transportation, accessibility of things. So you move from there. So coming back in 2016, but I don't want to go back to school or class. I feel like, okay, this is not for me. What how they teach. Even though it wasn't bad, but I feel it wasn't for me. I was meant to be more. So that feeling that I have, imagine from who wanted to be a lawyer to come to be a technician, be a IT technician, from IT technician to a school staff or a staff at a school. Understand? Then from there I'm like, no, this is still I'm not this. So I came back 2016. First job is from Haruna Drame, Paradise.
Coming back to combo, like Harama rewind a little bit back.
Okay.
Balanga continue that side. Legi, born them like to that place at
Makati.
Before Makati, Washu.
Yeah.
Legi business born on def internet be. Come no ko buy on danga buy internet bi because I wanted to ask about that internet bi danga ko cancel on ndax ko buy on business bobu nono
actually cancel mako because buma demé I create opportunity for other people man technically that's how I operate. I do this and I create opportunity for other people then my buy la fam. When I was leaving I have this Aliou, this guy si koñ bi la neka one time was more into this IT thing Aliou. So I go, boy, man maa dem up country. Yow wam nga nekk fii nga manage internet cafe bi. But xam nga rek comme I'm not gonna say Gambians, but some people like ma bàyyi ko stuff bi instead of the internet mu generate pour even pay end of month fee boobu comme internet fee bi. It was funny. Every time no like dafa off no clients ni no ni. And me paying, using the little salary I was having from the NVT, when you guys comes to all of me, how do you call it, sir? It's let's say salary, right? We want to see full my gym notes for internet. Back then I think the internet was 1,500.
Oh.
Yeah. But then more I realized I have to take out 1,500 from my own salary, put for internet bohamne. It's not generating income, put mu fail bopam sir. Me ko Aliou hanga nakal. But I think to the yaw anyway. Just bother like so my park internet, but that was how is it. And Gamtel they have this system back then. So not disconnected. Let's say you disconnect in the month of March. So you didn't use it March, April, May, June, July. Then you want August, you use. They still charge you for all those months. You have to disconnect. I'm almost like, hey, did it? Man, say you want March, so you guys disconnect me, right? Now, I wasn't using the March, April, May, June, July, August, for example. Like, and you still want me to pay for those months? Because it's still registered. I'm not going to cut me. No, because okay, you cut me not to use the service. So I didn't use the service for this amount of period, but I still have to pay. Yes, because it's still the token, I don't know, the whatever is registered under your name. I'm like, okay, you know what? Buy them going on.
waaye suñu delluwaatee yow bor bi dina bari de.
no mooy nga seet bàyyi leen ko noonu ay dañ ko fa bàyyi so that's how I discourage from this internet this thing and then internet jékki-jékki mu dee si Gambia.
waaw mu dee you know.
So
yeah, let's fast forward now. Like gis naa ne like you were so hard working to the extent ne like su ma la munee laajte internet bi. Because soo gisee nga bàyyi internet bi foofu nga dem fële Basu. Was it like you creating a new opportunity for yourself or like internet bi moo la dul fan fay? Because man dama dee gis ne most of these Gambian youths like. Man tamit I'm looking myself as you are like man always dama dee upgrade suma life man always man nekku ne dama dee nekk foofu noonu di gàppa métier bi daf ma war a fay su ma gisee ne maa ngi def xam nga man doon def recording music recording ak yooyu gis nga defaatuma ko man sax I'm not doing it anymore because man dama dee upgrade dama dee feel like ne life bi doo mën a stick into one thing xam nga comme because life daf dee upgrade
of course
soo demee ba si certain level bu nga xamante ne nii yaa ngi gis lii is no more paying me miinu ne comme like ne comme waruloo mun a def leneen because sa mind bi ak sa xel bi yàlla daf la jox pour nga xalaat ngay lii nii soo léegi time boobu noonu is it the internet bi daf la dul doon fay moo tax nga bàyyi foofu sa boy bi ndax internet bi mun la doon fay da nga bëggoon a open a other door for yourself ndax
well one thing about me I can say it was never about the pay because when I draw it back a little bit again, even the internet cafe I was going to the Indian but I'm an open mind even that the guy the owner dafa offer to pay me more or double sort of but it wasn't about the pay it wasn't about the money so when I just want to try this I will still come to you anytime you need me and you don't even have to pay me that if you have a problem mom I'm a problem with internet ambi daf ma ko ma dem try sen naka la ko fix ala help al even I recommend other people pour ñu dem ñu jobal ko that's what I do so bu ma ñëw liggéey my own internet cafe when I have my own internet cafe working boy imagine you're working and you're paid for every time every second every minute that you're working sitting there it's a lot of money because if 30 minutes is $10 how many 30 minutes are in 1 hour 2 how many 30 minutes are in 24 hours I don't understand so those are a lot of money so and no nga calculate ko by a month so I can definitely take care of myself maybe dina saako maalof pour family bi and dress dina benn jean 150 wala 200 ak sneakers yaa ngi baax so back then 2011 or it was a good pay but bu ma gisee opportunity bii nii and the idea that them up country la my dad didn't even want me to go I'm not bitter argument but I'm an argument come off he was like okay léegi internet cafe bi mu ne ko I have somebody who will be in charge and my dad was like I provided everything for you si kër bi fii nii xanaa fii doyut la and I was like I want to see life beyond this wall bu ma ko waxee noonu I think wax boobu moo tax mënuma koo fàtte ba léegi he just dafa noppi for a minute and mu xool ma mu ne ma okay then you have my blessing like seriously because
so touching
the idea is I want to see life beyond my father's wall bii nii dama bëgg a génn kër ma gis life at the age of 21 I think I mentioned that 2021 that was the time dama bëgg a gis life outside this wall but then you have my blessing mi ne ma kan moo la fóotal yow boo xam ne dooy fóot parce que like back then my sisters and my mom xam nga ñun comme soo juddoo ni si kër yi nii
no understand
mi ne ma kan moo la fóotal kan moo la toogal xamaa ko ma waaye dinaa ko figure out that's how it happened so then no sort of more teach a moral lesson boo xam ne okay things that you are taking here for granted comme sa sister si di la fuutal sa yaay di la toogal di la jox ngay lekk yaa ngi si kër bi at the end of the day nga réew loolu sa ñu ko yemaate la sax because me I realized when I was out there I have to understand coono bu nekk si foofu xam nga soo lekkee muuroo tapalapa ñeebe tapalapa bota tapalapa something every goodie you realize how important dinner is bu la gaay prepare for if you have to find lunch boo xam ne safut jumbo safut xorom safut kaani you understand how sweet and beautiful your mom dish or your sister dish are di nga respect their lunch so I go through that I go through of okay imagine for how many years I pay my own bill su ma waree naan ak yooyu noonu su ma waree chop ak yooyu noonu su ma waree dress ak yooyu noonu everything is on me But still, stop with my every end of month I make so definitely my contribution as a my family member, my unit sakumalo, whether it was needed or not. But I still contributed. Put blessing begin at Yoko, not because of my receive balahabari. Even to neko nebena $1,000 and I use that to contribute to the family. It's a blessing. No my mange faten loko fumo juge. Mange gets to ganao, ham luma bay ganao. No my ham for my dem tamit. I have an ambition. Okay, this is the goal and this is the target. That's what drives me. So that's it.
Let's go fast forward now because gis naa ne demoon nañ ba certain level ma drive about it makes you talk about your father like because man feel naa ne like with the business like boo doon def foofu noonu with the internet cafe su nekkutoon façon mindset boo am nii comme a comfortable just a youth in Combo here will be like boy maa internet cafe man suma kër dama eewu sax suma eewoo sax suma sister sax daf maa balal internet bi saa Ibrahima moom mu eewu rek ubbi taalaa ngu machine yi man suma eewoo 1 o'clock sax mun naa monter understand that was ñu bari seen mindset ñu ngi relax so like let's go fast forward nga ne boo ñibbisee léegi like si nga am appointment ak ban liggéeykaay
bu ma doon ñibbisi am ma appointment sax because dama ne maa ñëwaat ma try chance fii nii waaye bëgguma delluwaat si school sector bi because I know if I were to come back to the school sector transfer of regional to the headquarters here mob si damaat foofu dem da nga bëgg a def da laajte question and answer dugga fii génne fii nii balaa ñu la allocate fii nii I didn't want to go through that process man hey school is not for me anymore man saaf naa suma nation no la tooñee ñu bari mi ne ko boy man dama saaf suma nation 5 years man si kaw bi xam nga so I feel like okay I did my quota I just want to try something new but back then nga ñëwaat fii to start from zero because I have to start from zero because
internet cafe bu mo Burkana ba pare
internet cafe was not there it was Burkana big guy change them place bu sax yaa ngi understand so because I have the passion of okay balaa maa ñëwaat back 2016 yooyu noonu because maa ngi am internet cafe for Makati that was the time 2014 that was the time I start doing bu ma demee Makati maa ngi woon si administrative bi upgrading bi tamit defar gars yi seen badge bi mooy seen school badge bi I have to my redesign at school badge boo dee gis on social media boobu noonu gerte bi marto bi noonu I redesigned that I did that for amateur that everybody is using on their profile now I redesigned that so that gave me back the passion to come back into Photoshop you understand so because of internet was in the school too back in 2016 so I used that the janga graphics the teach graphics so there was one opportunity that I have which actually motivated me mold me I did one flyer for Manding Mori I forget what the flyer name was album cover I did that I think it was the flyer or album cover I did that for Manding Mori and I charged him $500 and that bro paid me bro I was so happy. It wasn't come 500 on my friend. I was so happy. My job is being appreciated and paid for, and he used that. And boy, that's what they praise. I don't know. I come like others were charging 1,000 something for fat cover, but I was like 500, and he paid. And I asked my boy Keba, and never want to ground me. My boy Keba, the man got the Manding Mori fi Westfield. He's gonna give you something. He gave him 500. I didn't even try that money. I was like, just double happy fee. But I was happy. I was content. I was like, boy, I went a flyer. I was happy. I was like, I didn't even expect that. I was doing things for free because I wanted to be known. I wanted to be seen. Because I was like, okay, it's my new art Gambia. It's my new art Congo. I need to find for my grab. So that brought me back this idea of designing because I was doing it. But 2009, then 2014 I wanted to get into it again. So I have 1 or 2 ideas. So when you at Adobe start editing, then I came back to film when you start the combo. So that mindset, okay, I want to do graphics. Money consumer, different flyer, akini, posters, So I'm like, okay, I will still do the side hustle, my different flyer, put artistic, but I need to survive. I need to be paying bills. So I'm like, okay, how am I said if I can have job? So I'm gonna try Paradise with Haruna. Not actually Haruna Lawat. I didn't talk to Haruna because how much about it. But I try opportunity. Then okay, Kai for intern. No, Kai for a job interview. Sorry, I met the secretary. I don't know, one lady there, and they were okay, okay, fine. I was like, fine. This is what I can do, this and that, and that. Okay, fine. You can start on Monday, but cut your hair. My hair was like this, so I have to cut all of my hair, and it was so painful and funny at the same time because I need the walk. I love my hair. I cut it off. So even the time I have to remind Haruna, the first day you guys invite me here and you accept for me to work for you, ask me to cut your hair. He was like, why would you cut your hair? I was like, the lady asked me to cut my hair. And he was laughing like, seriously? And you cut your hair? I'm like, yeah, bro, I cut my hair. But that was just so the dedication I have. So I cut my hair, I started work, and they were paying me confidentially, but it was good, okay? So I was just there to do their animation and flyers, design, the graphics, but not like to shoot video or anything. Just to sit on my computer, edit like name tags for the news, graphics, So I keep that. Also another Ben Johnny Lawat. I have zero skills when it comes to that, so I have to start fresh again. So online berek, teach, self-taught. I'm a self-taught guy. All that I did in graphics before, self-taught. So that was me. Go online, have classes. Like, internet was my best friend. I'm a gainer type. And you hardly even see me outside.
Yeah, man.
Only job. So when you see different bobo, it was hard. What a ew, Serikuna traffic, then be carnifin or how do you call it, body fajar, then be full paradise, and paid transportation. So half of my salary is gone with transportation like breakfast. In fact, it's more than half. But I cannot survive here, so I have to quit and I go back. I didn't even actually say that I'm quitting. I told them, okay, I'm just gonna go and clear my transfer documents, Makati, and I will come back. Even the month I was leaving, I didn't even collect that salary. It was like I worked for free. So I go back and I never came. So I stayed at Makati for a year again, by 2017. So 2017, I finally realized that, hey, listen, doesn't look bad, do yamba. Nothing good come easy. You have to stick, you have to wait. Then I want to talk. Hard cover. Okay, how am I going to do this? So, Mandrek, I like to try something different. So, internet was my friend. Do online, Instagrams and stuff like that. So, I have this passion about editing, back then. But then when I see the photography, that's where the photography step in now.
Yeah.
When I see the photography, how we were doing it back then, I'm not going to say it was bad, it is good. But I feel something was missing. I feel it could be more.
More, yeah.
I'm going to give you an example. One guy, Mamos. Mamos, I can tell back then in 2017.
Yeah, he was the top guy.
2016, 17,
I could remember that. Like,
Mamos!
That name Tagambi.
Name Tagambi, yes. It also gave me the opportunity to work with him because it one day asked me to recreate his logo, which I did. I did a lot of logo. Back when logo, like I created a lot of logo back then. There's a lot of people that even J Life logo I created. But how am I mention? Anyway, there's a lot of work I did. He asked me to do his logo, and I did his logo. I did his flyer. So I saw his job, and I was impressed back then. But when I look at online, give Nigeria, Ghana, the other countries, how their photography is, and I look at ours, I'm like, it's different.
It's totally different.
Okay, Mamos, wait, I'm send you a picture, editor. So I ask different people, even Facebook, I'm like, give me a text, like, if you have a knife, if you have a picture, I'm like, hey, Rula, can you send me one of your pictures? I want to just edit and send it to you. Because of the skills of editing I have back then, I used that. I didn't even know how to retouch or how to even search it online. When I more than my Facebook, if you're going to YouTube, you at least have to get an idea what you're researching for.
Right, I understand.
Okay, I'm researching about name tag. I'm researching how to edit a voice or Adobe Premiere or Audition or Cubase if you're doing a product, music. Instrument B. All of those things. FL Studio, something like that. I didn't even know the name of what I was looking for. I was just on YouTube, photo editing, Then I come across being a retouching guy who was online doing it, Prince Mason, something like that. But when I see the picture, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is what I'm looking for. What is the name? Maggie's frequency separation. Frequency separation. Okay, very good. No, retouching frequency separation, so that I can cram it. Because I didn't know the name. It was even frequency separation. I just know photo editing. So I was taking these pictures one by one from Mamos, from other people, even Salitizi, and a lot of people, Salitizi, Sona, I remember Sona was there too. Sona of time it was Team G. Sona was part of the Team G administrative people, and others. So there's a day I was at Makati, but before Manyusa, because I was doing those research to know exactly this thing before I even come back, because of the photography level. So I just wanted to come on board to be the retoucher. So there was a day before I even come, one afternoon around 5 to 6, I received a call from Alaji Manka. Imagine you receive a call from a person that is an idol. Come, you look at him like, boy, he's my role model. Boy, Gabi, boy, keep boy, Kutobi, boy, I'm gonna look up seeing me. He called me, and he was like, bro, I can find Alaji Manka stereo mic. You know, he's talking very fast. Alaji Manka stereo mic. So I was like, wow. I didn't fully capture which Alaji Manka was it, but then because I heard the word stereo mic, I know it's somebody. So I was like, yeah. I was like, I saw what you're doing. Hang on, picture you're editing. You got Facebook because that was my platform, Facebook. It was like it's really good. I like what you're doing and keep it up, but if I'm gonna advise you as a friendly advice, and I will ask you to do less of too much of retouching, because too much of retouching doesn't give the identity of a reality in it. Dafay wàññi that realness bi dafay def mu look too bit fake yooyu noonu. ma ne ko yes I will definitely I will work on that. ma ne ma but it's good. ma ne ma la advice sooy dugga ci photographie bi demal fu xaalis bi gën a nekk corporate jobs yi ak yaay. ma ne ko okay yes, but I was just excited. I was just like yes. I didn't 75% of what he said. I almost forget all of them. I was so excited because I just love people to see me, to be seen. I just need to be appreciated. And him calling me out of all of those people, he called me. I was excited. I was like, yeah, this is the thing, yeah, bro. Alaji Manka. Nobody knew Alaji Manka at Armitage. So no one was there to join the celebration because they didn't know this guy. So I was just excited. Hang on, don't want them. Okay, example, so let's say Oliver. I don't even know who is Oliver. Let's say Oliver Mama call. Your excitement will be different. That's when you see your money boy roller. Let's say Stephen become Mama call or Steve Mama call. You see the difference? Yeah, because you have an idea who I'm talking to. But like that's the feeling. I was just alone. I was like, yeah. Then all my colleagues back in school, they know. And most of them expected I was gonna come back to work for QTV because that was the time QTV was launched newly. So when I got boy, man, I'm not town. I'm not as much dealing man, I'm job to television. And I'm like, yeah, you can over like every gadget. You over like editing, you know, because I'm then registration, online registration, my wife Bini. I take picture, I do all those things. So you could, you already have the basic, you know, I was doing most of those things, school, video record, send events, you know, most of it. So they were supporting it. Even when I come starting for working for Paradise, they thought it was QTV. So the name was like, hey, Ibrahim, FAAL, QTV. But it was Paradise. But, you know, I was like, okay, it's not a major thing. So that's it. So I came back 2017 when I made up my mind now, I'm coming for good. This is what I want to do. And coming back here now was the biggest challenge ever. I knew the cost because I came 2016. Understand now? When you the period, like challenges you might face. So when I made up my mind to come back in 2017, that was a challenge. I needed a capital. Yeah, I needed a capital. Something to put on the table. So when I came back, I was like, Dad, I wanted to start a photo studio here. See, side Bini. I needed space, and he was like, okay. Back then, the fitter garage, opposite to the side, there was a fitter garage there. So they were using the shop. It's a kind of a big shop where my studio is now. They were using it to store their engine oils and engine parts. Yeah, it was just crazy. So, I want to come back here, and he was like, what is for the studio? How do I print? You know, he is not that much in this. Time, Bobo, come on. Yeah, I understand. A lot of people don't know for the studio and all of those. It wasn't even for the shoot. I just told him for the studio. And I like printing. It's a good idea. It's a good work. Printing books in, you know, internet cafe. No. It's not the internet thing. It's just like a camera. Natal. Okay, Natal. You know, here Natal. The value wasn't there back then. Natal can be. The respect wasn't even there. Natal can be what? So he wasn't supporting the Natal thing, but because I wanted to do it, he's okay. As long as you want to do it, and you saw you want to do it, carry on. I'm going to bless it. Yeah. So that was it. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to fit a garage. Fit a new move because I would like to come on. But that place was messy. So I needed money. I know that wasn't that. Come on, I cannot come back. It doesn't make sense. I'm supposed to be the provider now. So what happened was like, when I come back, I was like, now I need to figure out a way. I need a capital. And if I'm going to depend on my salary, do I have capital money? Te buma fi talk the complete year. So mechanism was like dama join osusu wala susu. So I joined 2 hands. Each of this susu bini mange they pay 2,000. That is like 4,000 out of my salary is already gone.
That's every month.
Every month. And also I have to uni Sakumala, and also Sakumala changed the league. It was 1,000 plus. So yeah, I can understand. And also maybe something like nekut allowance, but something for mom security like that. So it's technically like $2,000 will come out of that. It's gonna be like 6,000. I also have to feed. My what I pay cash for because I'm in the house. Understand? My what I chop. So all of this in being a month salary. So it's like okay. My spending was more than my receiving. So it's the example, if I was spending 7,000, my receiving was less than 7,000. Sorry, my salary was less than 7,000. Let's put it that way, example. So it was hard. So my mother def year, but I'm talk like full day when I'm 10 days of force. Cool. Mangi cool. Hi, so obila nega. The men go daf lay jot ma duga ci ala bi boy dem ci tool bi boy dem aji mango. I wish I have those pictures. Dem aji mango boy me over moyo. Mother I don't fancy dressing grau yini. That's not me.
I was to come to that.
Yeah, okay.
I was to come to that. Like so, simplicity be dafa am fum joge.
I'm not from joge because there was boy, come on, how many years of my life I spent in the country? I don't see the need of grau. It's not I bling chance. Because live my life, it's not I don't want to do it. It's not I don't have it. I can if I want to. So but I didn't live that life. I didn't grow up that way. I understand. I just feel like, okay, I am clean, I am decent. It's okay. I don't need to have the most expensive shirt. I don't need to wear the most
impress no
class.
one. Yeah.
No. As long as I'm okay, I am okay. So that was it. So ma jël aussi su bi dajale boori June July ma jël mit bi ma xam ne okay June July by September temps bi dafay close 3 loxo moo des. So I collect all that money and I paid for the next one you war a ñëw ak ma ñibbisi ma ñëw town. ma ne ok léegi tegal naa ñu war a ñëw suma kanaaw mooy ñu nekk laas tegal naa gaay ñaari 2 months ma ñaari 3 months so ma ñëw ak baaxa boobu noonu. So when I came back ma refurnish my house, upgrade a little bit, tiles and waaye bi that was the most important place for me because the rest is okay. xam nga rek then studio bi remember I was without no camera, without anything but only the physical cost. I remember it was left with $20,000 so foofu laa jëndee tiles, foofu laa jëndee suuf, foofu laa fay workmanship, foofu laa jëndee xanka ceiling bi, foofu laa peinture, foofu laa yëpp. So dama ñëwaat from 20,000 ba zero. I think the less was like 3,000 laa bujjee defee. So 3,000 laa use pour jënd lights yi. Not studio light, not this kind of lights.
I understand.
mooy lights yi ne yu dee nekk léegi comme si biti si bu nekkee yi nii boo fi ponkal yu yooyu laa jëndoon and this flat lights yi nii and my money was exhausted. Yeah. But thank God J-Life was there. Joe. He's like a brother anyway. He's not a friend. People call me he's my best friend. Of course, but he's like a brother. Man brother like a hole. Like somebody that come blood. No like a hole, not just a friend. Because he stood up for me. He was like, dude, you have to do something. Why don't I try to play instrument? Come and use the studio, we need to play instrument and stuff like that. At least get the Halendolu whilst you go into paradise. I was like, I don't want to do the same thing you're doing. Understand? Why not? I do something different. So if you contribute on the music side, I contribute on the picture or something side. Different. Yeah, that's a good idea. So when I was going for these gadgets, J-Life took out his own money, which he never asked up to date, and buy most of this other stuff that I needed in the studio.
Whoa,
he spent on me. And he's just a friend back then. That's why I call him a brother. He spent on me a lot on the studio just to grow the studio. Mujina light. No, boy. So he was making fun but still spending. And back then he was at the peak. J-Life music, everybody knows him. But I didn't use his fame to boss it around. I'm like, I want to start from my own. I want to start fresh. So that's how XD Expression. Before we get to the name, but that's how I build the studio mindset, XD Expression. I start doing studio without any camera, having any zero knowledge. So I will have to also give shout out to Sehu Yafa. He's also one of his friends from nowhere. He came with a Lumix camera, which I'm still having since 2017. which I'm still having. You know, boy, man, my dad, my channel camera be, but man, I want to go use take over after that. So he gave me that camera. That was the camera I was using almost for a year. The grab now. But it looks, it is something I don't know. It's an old type. Sorry, not Lumix, Nikon. Nikon. It's a Nikon camera. Why you mean Nikon advanced digital camera? You're not again something like that. It was an old camera, but hey, man, I still have that camera because that's my legacy. That's where I start from. So I used that camera for a year, and I was having this very, very bad laptop plug and play. So mistake a quick adapter, it went off. So I was. A lot of people contributed. People don't know. It was just one parlor, and the man Natal, when there was edit. I'm not a good photographer, but I'm a good editor. That was my strength because no lad he gave me editing me. Fufula, because I have this idea of flyers designing at so mindset was already there. Color grading, is already there because I was doing flyers, combination of colors, lights, and blending. So when I introduced the photography in it, so I was at least have an advantage. I was doing more editing. But bad work or bad photography, more editing. Different from these other photographers, they were good in photography, taking pictures, but maybe their editing was not that much, 50-50. So for more I'm 2T advantage over them. So that's how it happened. As time goes on, I have other people like Ali. So Ali was a guy I met at Idealist. Let me take you back. Idealist is a videographer or photographer too. So mom tamit around 2016, my first new paradise. I was doing this editing. That was why Manka called, and he also called me. Boy, why not this time? Ganyo new hustle. Man, I jël pictures. That back then, mungi won fi Latikuna Jaman Big 3. He have a studio there. Man, I jël pictures. Yo, nga edit. Come on the side, right? I was like, yeah, because now I wanted to have the experience because that's my target now. But I'm finally make my mind to do this photography thing. Also, he's part of the inspired to do photography now. So I was like, yeah, cool. So I went there to Maski for the second day, third day, and I was editing those pictures. Oh my God, they're nice. I love it still. Some of those people, Lumeni Aisa to Bobo Jalo. I was the reason why he came to the studio, and he's still up to date. Minamata is one of my best favorite, even though it's like 5 years ago. So that I was doing the editing, and at the end of the day, I can remember when I was leaving, I wasn't doing it for the pay. I wanted to have the experience. So Idealist owes me, bro. I'm so I hold that money, Lumbajo, and I was like, in 3 days, I made this money. Imagine sometimes some people will work for a month before they have half of that, or even that money, that amount. I was like, damn, wait, yeah, man. 2017 wasn't much heavy. Maybe it was about 3,000. I was like, good. I was like, yeah. So motivation with more than, okay, this is nice. So imagine I have to drop my salary scale of maybe roughly 7,000 to come start a job of maybe 3,000 or 5,000. So I didn't mind that. I was like, hey, cool. So if I have to lose to win in the future, I'd rather lose today and win tomorrow. That's worth me. I would rather lose today and win tomorrow. In fact, that's still me. So let's start. So the guy I was talking about, Ali. So Ali was having Canon 7D with a flash. Understand? So bro, Munyo is the first year because I forget man use Nikon B. And I was like, bro, okay, it's not why more uni ni bagage but to go uni after now new job. And I'm like, yeah. So what is a 7DB? I was like, Alhamdulillah, doors are opening, bro. Imagine from Nikon to 7D. 7D was powerful. Yeah. It was like, man, doors are opening, Alhamdulillah, boy. I called Alaji Manka. Because that first one was a correct. So Tumaski, I called Alaji Manka. I was like, Manka, bro, I need to start my studio. I'm not but I need some stuff. I don't even know what I need. I need light, a reflector, a flash. So Manka was like, you usually rent out stuff. He was like, no, I'm gonna backdrop. When I call wall below they use pen to be in. I have different color pen to be white, be yellow. I have some pen I use. I glossy paint more oil paint léegi xaaral maa ngi amee benn backdrop bu rideau nii piece bi nii Will you need that? I go, yeah, I want it. I don't even know, like, that's good. I don't even know. I was like, yeah, I want it. I ne ak la ngay soxla. I ne ko su ma amee reflector sa baax na ak flash. Because I didn't know much. I ne léegi naa la jox strobe my Godox light. No, not Godox light, strobe. My strobe la, my light with flash in it. So he gave me 2 of that Vision. That name was Vision with softbox with. Understand? Bu jox ma tam reflector. I ne ak la ngay soxla. I ne ko no, dina baax na. Back then, I didn't even know how to use those lights. To be honest, I didn't even know how to use it. Man, na neka full power, but do boof, mu leer. And I reused the ISO, reused Yoka estimate. I didn't know much. So, but hey, they all now got nata 25 December. Nata edit goodie video. Also, but nata edit that goodie video. I barely sleep. So I did that. But then, nyata client, I'm new book this time 0. But I was like, I have 10 people that call me. They say that they will come in. I knew if I tell him, can call him while I'm a client, while I'm interested, he might not give me what he wanted to give me. But I have to impress him because I was trying to impress people. But okay, I have 10 people that call, but I'm not going to 50-50 like that. But okay, now let's go back. You know, Fini, Joshua, Body Westfield, Sigana, Body Jumawi. I went there, I town trip. I walked before. My son. Dellu ma jël temps trip. So we taw di ko tabi. I was so embarrassed. Awa ba. So ma ne okay léegi ma jël temps trip, ma jël temps trip ma dugg si. Ma ko temps trip baa ngi nii. Mi ne ma okay, waajut. Like he didn't come down. I felt trust. I felt like he really trusts me. Mais demal sama moto bi mu unlock ko. Si gannaaw but bi bagage am fa jël ko. After I was like, why a guy who doesn't even know where I stay? Joma bagasi bari yini ñaari softbox ñaari Vision mooy stroke bi ak flash trigger bi ak flash ak reflector. To me that was a lot of money, bro. Why will a guy that ko am na xamul fu ma dëkk sax will do that?
Yeah,
you're not even related. So where this trust coming from? So I was so careful. Buguma bagasam dara yaaxu ma egga si kaw ma ne ko jël naa ko léegi mu ne ma ok mu génnaat mu lock moto bi mu ne ok soo paree rek anytime. Can I tell you this for real? He never asked me to return it. It was just one time. Lama call. Te no call yakanti la sax. Ne ko call watan. Hey, Ibrahim, am na kuy ñëw si studio bi dafa bëgg ni strobe si ni joko ko after sopre nga call ko wat. That was the time. And no sa ne ko mom de. Daf ko jokke na ma daf ko ren kenn xamona. So koku moko awa something like that. I don't know. But that person come and collect it. After 2-3 days, I call the person. I go and collect it. I brought it back. And ma waxat ko ne jot na ko si ki. Still now, Alhaji Manka will call me. Me ne ma kaay ma seet ni, and I will just go. Okay, nii dama ko jëndoon waaye nekk ma du ko use. Take ko moo la, take ko, and that's it. When I léegi damay rush when he even call, because he would not collect anything from me, but he rather give me stuff, and I don't see ne okay. Comme si nekkoon liggéeyal naa ko sax. One can tell ne okay, he's paying me back, but I started from nothing. A guy without a name. I feel like he contributed, and I have to give him respect to that.
And credit.
Yeah.
Manka, he's been supportive, man. Manka never sound.
He supported, and he doesn't support for people to see that he supported me. Because XD is a renowned photographer now in the Gambia. I'm not talk to one. Yes, you know this guy XD. I helped him to build to make him who he is now. But he never did that. In fact, he added to that. Because there's a time I watched an interview he did with Youth Dialogue, QTV. He mentioned Ibrahim, this photographer, Ibrahim is doing a great work, Niagni. That's it. He didn't even mention it. He helped Ibrahim to become a photographer. So I'm like, yo, this guy, I cannot fail him. If I have to fail today, or if I have to lose today, I fail him. That's why I cannot fail. That's why I won't fail for him. I have to make sure that what he put in me live forever, and not just for me, for everyone around me, other people that I can help. Motaman, everybody, whoever knocks on my door, if it's strictly business and I know you're a focused, determined guy, I will help you. Man, I can call people that I help. They are standing on their own. I have this guy Ibrahim, his photography name is called Glitch now. He's also doing a very good job. I took him in. He stayed at my compound for almost 2 years, I think. Working with me, teaching him, helping him with his schooling and stuff like that sometimes. And now he's on his own. Like he's independent, he's working on his own, he's doing his thing, and he's able to further his education too.
That's amazing, you know.
And others. Balde, Sano, BIG. So I don't help you by giving you cash to let your halis. I don't do that. To be honest, whoever think I do that, I don't do that. I don't give you cash to let my help. I'm not helping you then. I'm spoiling you. But I'm gonna explain, hey, dude, this is the journey, this is the thing. You're lucky you have me to guide you. I didn't have anybody to guide me back then. I take risks. You are nalamuna spare the risks.
Yeah.
But this is how I can help you. Then you're further. That's how I help. I don't have money. Put money on jola, thousand punga ibi business. I cannot do that. But if you walk in, I can pay you. Then you're gonna say how best you can help yourself with that. Even to 2 days, I'm imparting knowledge to you. You used to be paying me. But no. I make Sone, Gambia is hard. Gambia is challenging. Gambia is difficult for now. So maybe little thing mo la jox non sa muna la save transportation wala food wala loy jox kër so agé ci mer. That's my mindset. That's my concept.
And it's positive too. Like let's come to the real SD expression story. Like gis na ne like later on da nga door di conquer all artists seen photo shoot si Julie bi Facebook so demee Facebook so demee IG loolee gis mooy SD.
Yeah.
Understand before the coming of Smart SD was the hanga comme after Smart dafa ñëw comme moom tamit mu ngi def defam. But before Smart time Julie Torite Tobaski SD rek nga dee gis.
Yeah.
All over. Status yi karab the coming of like WhatsApp status yi noonu. Hanga WhatsApp status telta ñëw. Yeah. But after WhatsApp status mu ñëwee si nga gën a am doole. We're gonna talk about that WhatsApp status ban advantage la jox. Yeah.
Well, I would say
at first it was IG and Facebook.
Yeah, for Facebook for your
celebrities.
Well, I can say it happened because I spent almost 2 years before everything happened. I think it happened 2019. How it happened, I will explain. It's a very interesting story. Well, I will also say that a big shout out to Smart Adebayo Studio, Studio 65. Well, it's also one of these people that ñu bari xamuñ ko nag but taxawal na photography. Because I can say maybe now like people don't talk about Smart, but hey, Smart is a legend here. Dafa taxawal photography in a sense mooy he's one of those people ñoo xam ne they put respect to this name, to photography. They make sure that there is respect. Because Smart will charge you your month salary for your photography, and that's how the respect comes on board. People didn't respect photography back then. I know that can be $25, $50, but you go to Smart, he charge you $1,500, he charge you $1,000, he charge you $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. Then people saying, hey, wow. They start to respect. So I can say that he's part of these people that paved the way, that made the ground, the foundation. So I say you ngi nekk fi di ground did noise. He made the foundation. Maybe he's not even enjoying it, but he made the foundation. Mama just fit. Mama na charge. Okay, be a picture $400 or $300. Yeah, mama just fit me because I met it there. I'm not gonna take the credit, of course. Legi, 2019, what happened was COVID. COVID happened. So when COVID happened, everybody was like isolation, be safe. Okay, bros, if I not die on this thing, nothing gonna kill me. If I'm gonna do something, I go 100%. I'm like, okay, everybody is not doing anything now because of COVID, but how am I push? I can see when my idealist was telling me, bro, be safe. Please be careful. You go into people's house, take picture, meeting people, allowing people to come to your studio to take picture in this time, in this how do you call it? Pandemic in this pandemic
time.
Well, bro, boy, but I'm immune. I'm immune to the COVID. Man, tell them what you boy, here. Even you come into my house now, make sure you wear max or don't come. I'm like, yeah, cool, bro. What is that? And there was even this idea I wanted to start. I reached out to a lot of people, photographers. I would go to their places. They talk about COVID, but it didn't work anyway. Like I wanted to meet STS back then. But he was also a very good guy. I mean, he's a great guy in this industry. I wanted to meet him because I was trying to connect myself with people, but it didn't work. Even Lena photographer. Yeah, Lena. No, Lena, the female photographer. I wanted to meet her so that I just wanted to create connection, but it didn't work because of the pandemic. So I'm forget about that idea. Meeting these photographers or videographers, taking a video, them talking about pandemic, be COVID, be safe, how to be safe. Some of them, their response was like, "You not coming is keeping me safe." Yeah, it was a rejection, but I didn't see it as a rejection. I was like, okay, health first, because how he said it, "You not coming is keeping me safe." Because let's say, for example, I was infected. I come and meet you, you will be infected too. Or I transmit the disease from you to someone else. So that's it. So like, let go of that idea. I mean, you know what? Let me just focus on this photography thing. Forget about the video. So then everybody was like, nah, XD was like, Nolan, I'm going to take pictures. So that was what happened. So everybody was like, XD. And that helped me. I work day and night. I close sometimes 3 o'clock. At night, and I would stay in the studio. I mean, I closed for people not to come in by 3 because I am goody something. They come back to the studio, take pictures. So by 3 I close, and I will stay in the studio till 6 or 7 in the morning, and I sleep so that I can rest my brain. 7, 8, 9, 10. Somehow my mind or my brain is awake, even though my body is dead.
Yeah.
By 12 I will make sure I'm up from that bed. And I go and finish the editing, prepare myself. By 2, 3, 4, people start coming again. I start shooting, because my mindset was like, I make sure that the pictures were good and they get it on time. And I also try to deliver on time. Hey, it wasn't easy. Doing it, push. Boy, it's my enemy fatigue at some point. That's how it happened. So people got to see, hey, photographer make an XD 2019. 2019, I was like everywhere, bro. I was doing all the donkey job. I didn't say no for anything. And there was a time, Idealist, after COVID, I think around 2020, something like that, there was this photography forum that we have. Idealist initiated that with Idealist Mamos and something like that. So we have like a very good people around, you know, a lot of people were there. I meet a lot of photographers. Some of them I didn't even know them back then, like Sano, I didn't know them back then, BI, but they knew me there. And Beats was there. Yeah, Beats was there. You know, Smart was there. A lot of people, even Geek was there. He's a designer and a photographer too. But damn, Geek was great. I love his work when I saw it on Instagram. So he was there. I was so happy to see those people
around you. On the workshop, yeah.
So when they were giving speech, they were talking about this. I was listening keenly, and most of the things they were saying, I already watched it on YouTube. I understand it, so it was easy for me to relate to. And Smart was like, you know, I remember Smart was teasing me because Smart was big, bro. Smart is big back then, and he's still big. He was like me. You know, there's some jobs I would not even take. You know, like, you know, you call me for a job, I give you time. That's how it gave me this mindset of I have to time myself. If I'm gonna come to you, it's a time. You buy my time, not the photography. But we get to that. So it was like, me, if I have to go for a wedding, me for 1 hour, you pay me this for full day, you pay me 30 to 45,000. I was like, 30 to 45,000 for a full day? Hey, me, I was collecting maybe 5,000 for a day. So I was like, hey. So he gave me this belief that you can do it. And he was making tease of me, making fun of me. He's like, you see this boy XD, this boy will not sleep. He will spend his time on the internet. You will see him having all these backgrounds. But when you go to the studio, he have nothing. You know, you have to decide, you have to work. It wasn't a mock. It was a fact. I didn't have those luxury backgrounds. I didn't have none of those things in my studio. But because I'm an editor guy, when I shoot, I edit. I edit, bro. I fake it. Fake it till you make it. So that's how the motivation started building, growing. You know, I met people like Tall Black Ben. You know, back then we were both struggling. We didn't even have lights. I mean, Godox, like this high-speed sync camera lights and cameras, like the 8200, the 400. You know, those are the up-to-date now standard tools that you can use for your lighting. He was like, bro, we need to buy this light. And I can remember fully me telling him that, because the light was the 8200, the flash, was costing 20,000. Oh, sorry, 25,000 back then. Now it's 20,000. He was like, bro, we need to buy this. I'm like, oi, Ben, when am I gonna have $20,000 to buy just one light without even the softbox? And we're talking about 2 of that, and the softbox come aside. My pay for this photography is not much. Maybe man, so maybe if I have to make money, the money no, I got 10,000 for a month, and you tell me to buy 2020, that's 40 plus the softbox 55, that's 50,000. Why am I gonna have 50,000? Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm good with my editing, and with my one flash that I have, I will manage. And he fought. He went along to buy it. He was the first person who got it before me, and he was doing marvelous. He's still doing marvelous. Shout out to Tor Black Ben. He's my guy.
That is good, huh?
Yeah. This Godex. He have more. He have more now, and we even have more. You know. So that's what happened, and you start growing. That was like the peak of 2020. That was the breakout of COVID, and everything shut down.
Yeah, I could remember. I came to your studio by those times. You know, I came there to take bookings for 2 hours to do a video shooting.
Yeah.
If you could remember, I did some of. We had a trailer for our movie that is Ruhi Jake. We did the trailer there. Yeah. But you were not in the studio. But I called. Then you directed me there. You told me there is a boy.
Yeah. I think that's IBRAHIM. That's IBRIMA.
Yeah. He'll be attending on me. Then we discussed. When I came to your studio, well, I was like, yo, hey, SD moom tamit mu ngi defar lii boy, mu ngi set up nii yëpp defar peinture nii karab. I was so impressed. Ba pare lights yi bu ma ñëwee like time boobu noonu I had an idea about these lights I'm using.
Yeah.
This GVM. I had, me also, I'm a kind of YouTube wizard.
Yeah.
Like I'm like a YouTube wizard. All night, like, man, goodie be dama dee nekk online, di check on gadgets. Man, like, su ma la waxee man, full 2 years, maa ngi research on gadgets.
For real. You need to know
the right gadgets that I'm supposed to be having on my set. am na yoo xamante ne nii mu si suma ligne bi suma budget bi
bucket bi
yeah suma ligne bi but comme budget bi comme noo ko waxee like comme proper gadgets pour nga am ko dafa seer so dang dee manage so light sii nii yu ma use nii like si yow laa ko njëkk a gisee
oh my god really
yeah I came to your studio like I saw them like ma ne hey kon saa dafa upgrade de you know when I saw your job online like lu ma njëkk a impress mooy sa studio setup bi like that sa space bi was really like comme dafa am space bu nga xamante ne nii comme Gambia dañ ñàkkoon loolu space bu nga xamante ne nii da ngaa dem nga nataalu you know nga am that environment where nataal comme everything is set up for you there lights everything hanga yeah when I came I saw the lights and hey man sama boy bi ne xanaa amuloo lights yi dafa ma seet mu ne waaye ma ne ko xiibi dafa ma seet mu ne lights yi ñetti lights yi is like 26,000 36 mu ne ma ne hey mu ne dafa seet mu ne ko ne hey boy SD boy boss la boy hanga so ma ñëw am na benn gimbal bu ma andi woon tamit maa ngi ca gimbal boobu noonu like hanga nekkutoon that electronic gimbal but it was that like gimbal that manual gimbal bu nga xamante ne nii comme ma ngi ko gis foofu tamit you know ma laajte sa boy ma ne ko ne gimbal bi mu ne ma ne xay saa moo ko jënda waaye moom sax du ko dee use sax ma ne fekk yooyu gadgets yooyu yëpp daf dee nekk suma bët bi online ma ne so kon yi dem ko tey mën a am fii nii hanga ma ne yow hanga soo nekkee di def job nga dem fekk sa morom mu nga xamante ni he's just thinking like you so ko gisee mu ngi amee yeneen gase nga ne waxee da nga wane kon kii tamit mu ngi it was so motivating to me you know I was so impressed you know like you know getting to your studio ma gis tamit noo dee joobee it was like yow dëgg la you know people are working am na ñoo xamante ni am dream so to that like maa ngi gis ne like time boobu noonu yaa ngi liggéey de but léegi nii ba ma waxee ne you are not getting that much money léegi nii daf ma sok because hanga lu tax mu sok ma me personally I was like like dama dee def filming dama def production man si man time boobu noonu yaa ngi am baax moo tax boo ko waxee léegi nii I'm shocked
how come
like hanga lu tax ma ne dama shocked because man si man time boobu noonu danga daan over job bro like comme time bu ma la hanga time bu ma la comme time all over danga lay SD si nat hanga then you know dëgg la nag léegi yokk ngeen seen price yi but you stood there for that level to come you really stood for it because maa ngay fàttaliku time boobu like SD was really busy like dama lay ko nga ma ne bro man maa ngi busy demal si studio bi dafa fekk gaay yow loo bëgg a def rek defal gaay waaye ma ne la ne booy bul woon after dinaa ko jox baxa bi dégg nga jigi kaas ba nii
I can still remember that
you know
you see okay you remember me that you see even when you come you're talking about payment and I'm like no boy yangi cool boy you don't have to we are doing this thing together like if I knew it you are passionate about it that's it so there is this online thing I saw the last time you know if the only job that you cannot be rich is photography You cannot be rich if you are doing a photo. If you are a photographer, you cannot be rich. Because ñun suñ job bi constantly daf day change. Daf day upgrade. So now, yow yaa ngi gis all those UVC lights ak nii. Remember, bro, maa doon nataal Tabaski bi, maa doon nataal Korité bi. So all of that money, man
you have to invest it back, bro.
Yeah, I didn't use it to dress nice. I didn't use it to look fancy.
I'm related to what you are saying.
I use that money.
I'm related.
Wait, mala one man, they spend 100,000 just to buy 2 items or 3 items.
Yeah,
and people, then they wonder, am I conscious? Like, am I really okay? Especially, I have this friend. It's a brother to Mamgur. So what I did is like, because Hali Satan as soon as I bought a spend. So what I did was my account, like my money. He was the one handling it. It was the stupidest idea, but the safest for me. Because a lot of people will not trust you. You just like thin life saving, boy, take up. Even if they want to withdraw anything, you go to him like, boy, I'm going to withdraw anything. And I have to talk about it. Why I need that money. You know what I did there? I give myself, okay, come on, monitor, like an auditor. Come on, audit. Because it's mine. It's mine. If I see, okay, I want to buy this mic and I have the money, I spend it. Is that mic really helpful? That duration? Those questions you don't ask yourself if you own the money, if you are having the money. No, don't right now, so you want 10,000 course, roller. Nga gina. Maybe nga dem sa nga gis a tripod. Instantly, somebody want, hey, roller, but I need tripod, I need extra tripod, in case. But do you really need it? You already have 3 that are working very fine. Why do you need extra tripod? And if you have saved that money, could have been used to something else to develop you way better than the tripod will do. So I have that idea. I'm like, hey, me holding money is not safe, though I give it to God, my friend, my brother. So he was the one holding my money. Even though some people will tell you, boy, it's not safe, he can use your money. I'm like, okay, if he used my money, te duma ko ci amal comme like mu ko ci tiyal comme goroj o aha o nii.
te ñun filmmakers dañ like di jëndantu gadgets da ngaa romba rek gis light bu ndaw light bi su nekkee ne amul batterie sax xaaral ma jënd ko su ma demee mun naa am batterie bi maanaam nga ñaata gadget ñoo fi nekk
loolu ma help. It's not that boy damaa jënd ba dee. So I gave him all the money. So when I need to buy something I'll come bro yaa ngi baax I saw something imagine I have to neexal this guy
for him to pull out your money.
To buy something that is bringing money back for me to give him again. They're like, hey boy, no. For when it's necessary. Boy, you see my level, I'm upgrade. So now, sometimes I even have to lie to get the money. But because of that, like whatever I want to use nonsense thing, the money fake fofu. Because to go and lie again to just to spend the money nonsensely or waste no make good sense. And that also helped me, when you are in this industry, ladies and females and all those things, if you don't have money you cannot waste it. And that also helped me because I don't see myself going to Roller to tell him, boy, I want to buy a mic and he gave me 5,000, I use that 5,000 to give us to. Doesn't make sense. He will come and ask me, but mic. He will come on gently, but mic what am I going to say? So I use that mechanism to help me, and it really, really helped me to mold me, to shape me to what I am today. So all of this like that. Wait, if you go to the studio now, it's way different than how you met him before. Totally, it's totally different.
I can feel the.
I make sure that I don't borrow because the last time with Alaji Manka, like the mail starts to call it because I feel that every time this guy call or every time this guy helping me and I'm not paying him, I'm not giving him anything. Why can't I do it for myself? Why can't I do it? Why can't I do it for myself? So this mindset of me borrowing people, renting stuff from people, I start to stay away from it. Because man, come on Japale, so I make sure what I need. I either ask them if we have it, or I buy it online. The help of people like Haruna Drame. Most of the time, they help like people like Haruna Drame. Most of the time, I would just call him, bro, I need this and this and this. Back then, I stopped working for him. I worked for him for a year plus. So after, we become very tight, close, So I would just call him, I give him the money, and he will buy the stuff and bring it back. And I also have other people like J Mills was once on board. I will not forget to mention him. J Mills was once on board. He saw what I was doing and he appreciated the effort and he come on board. He said, "I do. Like, you know what? Let's do this together. You know, I have these things and these things. I pack them. I'm not using them. Why not you use it? Anytime I need something from you, a work, you do it for me." And that was a good thing. It's an opportunity. So I accepted that. He gave me some of the lights that you saw, you know, back then, and I didn't buy them. You understand? But also, whenever he needed service, I do the service for him for free. Like that's the exchange that we do.
Yeah.
You give me stuff, I work for you. But that's it. And it get to an end that we all have to move separately.
So SD, like, let's talk about Gambia and the clients. Like, any job boo nekk di def si aduna nang dey am difficulties. Let's talk that side of it. Like, léegi nii bari nga clients nit yu bari dañ dee gis ne comme yaa ngi nataal yaa ngi rafet, but yet still with that beautification on what you put on people's, you know, life, dang dee gis ne ba léegi dang dee am a difficult clients. How do you deal with your clients?
Well, I don't think anyone in this life will give you a direct answer. Like, okay, if a client is like this, handle it this way. No, because people differ. People are different. How I might interact with you, that determine how I will how I will respond or how I will deal with you. And that's the funny thing about us, because we meet different people, so we don't have one means or one way of dealing with clients. Okay, I can meet Astu today, and she is a very jovial lady. She's a very kind person, you know, all of those things. So I'm easy with her. I can meet Kodu, comes with a heartbreak or attitude, and I was just from dealing with Astu, and I have to face Kodu now. How do I switch instantly like that? Because let's say, for example, a door is between this client and the next client. So this one went out, the other one comes in. Maybe she stood out there for a while, and she's fed up, she's frustrated, and she can just get in, and she's tired, and she's just grumpy and all of that. How do I manage that? How do I handle that? So I always have to be this anchor that people can always reach to. You know, I have to be this person that they can always be comfortable around. Some of the time it is easy, because most of these clients, all they need is care and attention and love. Show them, because it's hard to meet XD or to meet Roller or to meet anybody for the first time, and you have to be your best. Come like the smile your best, the post your best, or be that business minded.
Understand?
It's difficult. Some people, if they don't know you, they are not open around you. But then you have to give them that environment. You have to give them that conducive.
Yeah, you have to be nice and be comfortable
around them.
Yeah, hospitality be
So always keep professionalism, damn it. Because what most of the time is like, okay, people don't get it, especially ladies. Once they come on board and you're trying to be nice and jovial and cool, friendly, over nice, now to them they see it as floating. Because whenever a guy is that nice to you, he wants something. But here, as a profession, you only want to get the best for her. Because if the lady is happy, if the lady is okay, she's able to bring out that hidden beauty. That's what I was saying. No one is ugly. They just have a hidden beauty. So you have to know how and where to try to reveal that hidden beauty. So that's it. But the challenging part with people, like, that will happen. Sometimes you have a client, they're just not people that you can deal with. And unforeseen situation that may happen to me, comme nga yaha bagage client, guy nataal bi real or mo delete or nga format card bi, or nga dem nginte dem shoot, somehow mistakenly nga format card because you were shoot and another wedding to watch your card bi. All of those things happen, and nga edit, nga delay, put send ko on time. Example, if your birthday is 12 o'clock, you want to post it, and I'm still editing, I cannot send you the pictures. Like, I have people in your hand. I was at the emergency. Niki accident la am. So I was the only person around. So my jil ko duga ko sama moto bi. So my yubo ko ba lepitan bi. I even take a video. Like, I'm in the hospital. Emergency la. Ki dafa daanu ni ak ni. Ma send ko. So that you will believe me. I saw myself like, okay, mangi fi right now. Ma send ko ki tegu si dara ludu duma has. Di ma ñaanal yàlla pour ma daanu. Di ma bàyyee naa la yàlla suma yaakaar nga tas. Suma nii ak yow ma la óolooyee nii suma baax bi jot nga maa wax ne da nga nekk ci emergency. I'm like, Mayma.
It's funny, but it's really critical. It's interesting.
If I leave this place, I got to the studio, just 1 hour or it was around 11 to 12. So I gave myself like, say, receive her pictures at 1. But before 1, it was just cost. And she have every right because I feel like she's disappointed because I told her that before 12, of course. So then I realized that your what is everything. Don't play with it. If you give people your time, doesn't matter how small it is. Respect her. And she's right. Because man, how much man situation like that? Even though she still have to understand man emergency. But because I gave my word first, I didn't go just time, 11. And at 10, I have this thing, I have to rush. I should have considered, hey, I have to send somebody her file or her pictures. But then it's a matter of life. So my balance equate, okay, this one is more important. But that was my mistake. That was why she was angry. That was why she was harassing me. That was why she was cursing me. But I was doing it for the sake of my heart. Okay, this one need the help.
First, yeah.
But hey, it's business come first. So
as the jërëjëf boy suñ la toppee like you like now wax bi sax dinañ ko mën a dog sax ñu def ko part 1 part 2 but tey nii we are so honored like content nañ trop and with the audience that are watching this podcast, I know you guys gonna be learning a lot. Like me personally, sitting down here with SD I'm so amazing. Like comme dama over jangat si yow si sa story bi ba pare gis naa ne like sa jaar moo la andi foo nekk nii ba pare ba léegi comme bàyyiloo yaa ngi over gën a xuus di xuus like gis na ne like you are really really hardworking Gambian like comme lu ñu dee wax noonu mooy patriotic Gambian. Like you are one of those proud Gambians comme ku ñu mën a wone ne comme kii mooy Gambian dëgga because comme noo mel youth si yëpp suñu amoon that positive ñu am that mindset ñu am that like fasting si seen like xel yi ñun yëpp dañoo génnee Gambia fu mu nekk because so suñu la soo bàyyee si story bi from 2017 boo jógee fale Makati nga ñëw with zero knowledge on what you are doing ak léegi level boo nekka nii fii like mun naa wax ne comme like comme real jàmbaar nga because am na ñu xamante ne nii ñu ngi def looy def nii since before that ba léegi they cannot even get to even a quarter of where you are right now so comme ñu laa wax ne tamit comme jaajëf so dama bëggoon ñu xalaa lii nii waxtaan bi maybe like dinañ laa joxaat maybe like a rendezvous of second time because bëgguma jël story bi yëpp ñu junja ko si benn part 1 bi nii understand léegi nañ dafa ndróo dañoo ñamal gaay rek because lu ñu war a waxtaan dafa bari because man nu ma bëggoon a jëlee waxtaan bi dama foogoon ne damaa ñëw rek ñu waxtaan ko mu jeex but dama gis ne like we can still have a chapter of the educational side
for real
because there is a lot that we can talk because ñun startanguñ as the expression story bi
non ba léegi laalaaguñ ko
understand laalaaguñ ko so dama feel like ne mun nañoo emale fi waxtaan bi léegi ma laajte la su nekkoon ne waaw waxoon nañ ne SD léegi si level boo nekk nii léegi lan moo nekk sa next step because of nga xam nga sa côté vidéo sax ñëwaanguma foofu boobu dañ ko skip but suñu ma waree laajte SD léegi nii lan moo nekk sa next biggest dream si sa job bi léegi nii comme suñu waxoon ne lan nga nekk di xool loo xamante ne nii hey Gambia ñàkk na ko bugga naa see duga loo xamante ne nii comme ma àndal ma festal ko si Gambia bi.
Wow. That's unexpected. It's heavy because comme loo ko nekk di explainer nii rek ma dem si biir ma expand fa. Then I move to my next phase because my feeling right now konkanguma like this arena. You understand? Before it was just pictures. Before it was just designing. You understand? Then I jumped into pictures. Then pictures getting better and better. Okay, let me just move to videos, and which I started. And I did a couple of videos. Mainly people know most of the Bright Star videos which I did. I should and the Ranka Bisa, forget about it. The
one of your most popular video is ST and LG and Swiss. That is the Barocco.
Yeah.
That is your biggest video.
Shout out to LJ and Squeeze and SD, my brother.
But one of the biggest views. I'm now 1 million.
No, I think I have a lot of videos that have 1 million now. I did Bright Star, the Kucha. That also have 1 million views.
Yeah.
The Barako you're talking about with SD have 1 million views. Nyancho Poliso have 1 million views.
The Poliso? You did the Poliso?
I did the Poliso with the, and that's an amazing story with the live bar with with the ground.
Yeah.
And that was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was the only videographer back then. It's ground Independent Dealer one. It's not even part of the video. Independent Dealer cover no. So I dressed up like a camera journalist, like madam, ask masters. Do the guys in beer without even a card. The video, the jail parade, the jail watch.
Whoa.
Like because I wanted to get that copy fence source. I want to have my my Lumix GH5 SB. I want to have it at 4K, good resolution to write. Madam, no lad to give me banyo. And luckily, like before QTV and other people were there, I was the only person there. That was why when the video was done, you feel that you were part of it. You were there on the ground because live, bro. So those are the things. I mean, there's a lot of videos that I did, but those are 3 that I confirm that they have 1 million views plus. So shout out to all of those artists. They are great, and it was wonderful working with each one of them. Video bi mom duga for 100%.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm able to make some more studies from my ground me. So all of those videos was just like testing that I did try 1 or 2 things, and so far it worked. But I think someone actually questioned me, where is my next phase? I would say in a video, because I want to make sure that Gambia also delivers a video quality you have never compared with Nigeria video quality. People like Capital Dream, I don't know, Dream Capital Nyom Peter, those big videographers. I really capture all of their names because I want to make sure that certain videos they also get to those levels.
Yeah, man.
That's why what I focus more on my videos is storytelling.
Yeah, man.
I don't do jumping cuts. It's nice. I'm not denying that. But I want to always relate my video to a story. So whenever you watch it here to next 10 years, whenever you watch it, you feel like, I missed this. Oh, this was the story. Oh, this is something you can interpret to this. That's me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, jërëjëf SD ñu laa wax ne jaajëf like dañoo emale waxtaan bi ba pare ñu laa wax ne nga nuyu fans yi nga tàggatoo gars yi si podcast bi tey ba next time suñu la amaatee like this is not gonna be the last conversation with us on like SD, like that is IBRAHIM FAAL in the building. Yeah, like you can still hook up with him in the corridor. He's gonna be taking bookings. Gis naa ne like things he léegi daf dee hadde.
No, but alhamdulillah, photography before ak léegi migrate na from being a mediocre to a professional thing now, because we have a lot of studios, a lot of photographers. Shout out to all of the photographers. You guys are doing amazingly good. Just keep pushing it, make us proud, make Gambia proud, make our ladies and our gentlemen, sun yaay, sun domi, sun papa yi, beautiful, handsome. That's all. Shout out to each and everyone you said, it's your boy X the Expression, but name be IBRAHIM la FAAL. And I'm saying, I'm also very happy, Rola, to giving me the platform, inviting me.
You're part of this.
Actually,
this,
like I feel so honored.
We in this together, bro.
No, I really feel honored.
Like man, no matter gisee things si moy ne, comme li mo muna develop ñun sun dëkk.
Yeah.
Because come like ñun, people like you, man, in another way around, maybe dekuma yo, comme job bi moo tax ñu xamante. Si job bi lañ xamante, but like you daf ma de yokk a motive. Su ma demee ma gis SD comme nataala mu ngi nice mu ngi rafet, yaa ngi job a video mu ngi nice, man tamit dama dee bëgg a wax ne xam nga let me push man tay ma liggéey lu rafet. Understand? It's not like ne comme dama la compete, but in another way around yaa ngi gis man tay maa ngi introduce a podcast. You still on the podcast, you were talking about your story. There was a day I came to your studio, I'm using your studio, you still hanga da nga add up si suma job bi hanga ma so loolu moo nekk sense bi comme like together comme noo ko waxee noo waxee J-Life ne you don't want to do the same thing as J-Life is doing. That's the way I used to think. Man always industry bi su ma gisee ne kii mu ngi def lii mu ngi into this ma xam ne comme like mënuma ko compete to the extent ne I can do good like him dama dem ma trier feneen fu nga xamante man tamit mun naa man moo tax nga gis ne after ma jékki-jékki rek ma bàyyi production audio ma gis ne stylist was doing it and artists yëpp ñu ngi they fall in love with stylist job hanga J-Life tamit mu ngi def comme hanga ma feel like ne let me step into the movie thing ma door di def sketch comedy sketch hanga there was nobody was doing that so man tamit ma introduce ko I was like maa ngi adopt maa ngi level up anga yëpp Gambia la because man nu ma dee gisee Gambia mooy ne like da nga dee gis Gambia da nga dee dem si internet bi soo waxee ne lii it's rare nga gis 1 2 3 or 5 people doing it good so loolu moo mean ne ñun Gambian si dañ need pour téye branches yi ñu téye because dëkka du ko dee yóbbu mooy like different sectors developing roots yi ñoom ñoo war a
dafa spread
dafa war a spread fii dafa war a baax fii mu baax soo ko combine mu nekk Gambia understand
loolu mooy waaye most of us lu ñu dee deceive mooy Rula is doing podcast and he's good at it like, let's go and do podcast I like that idea. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying benn profession for one person la I'm not saying that but what I'm saying géej bi yaatu na yaatu boo xam ne we all can fish. I'm not kong, I'm not waas, I'm not sipa, I'm not yoxos, I'm not crab. Like there's a lot of things. So why all of us will do the same thing? I'm not saying that it's not good. I'm not saying that we should not allow competition or compete to be within us. It's good. It grows. It helps us to grow. But if we all doing the same thing,
it's boring. But at the end of the day, we are not going to deliver the quality.
Why? Be na tangka do dore. Be na tangka do do. Fonga something else. Be fee. Nga gaaw.
Mashallah, bro. Jerejef waay.
Thank you too.